Hi, my name is Carlos. I'm going to show you guys how to make a very simple gingerbread house using standard graham cracker cookies. You need 6 pieces per house. It takes me about 5 minutes to assemble, and there's about 5 to 10 minutes of prep time with the icing and getting basically just a box and putting some foil on it. So the first thing you want to do is you essentially only need to cut 2 pieces. It's going to essentially look just like this. They're the size of the house. And when you cut the piece, you want to make sure that you have a whole graham cracker, and then for the top section you're just going to go from corner to corner. What I like to do is I go ahead and start and scar one side, just so I kind of get an idea of where that is, so when I cut off the other side I have a good starting point. Then I'm going to turn this cracker over and go from that edge to that edge. That edge is essentially that midway point, and there's already a scored line there from the manufacturer. So then once I get going on this side, and I want to take it easy. If you go too hard or you press down too much, you'll go ahead and break the cracker. So you just want to take it easy till it falls off. Then I've already got my other line here, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this side off. Okay, and so now I have my 2 sides ready to go. So go ahead and get rid of that. Get rid of all these crumbs. Okay, now just for the setup, I have here royal icing. It's really only 3 ingredients. It is an egg white, cream of tartar, or tartar, however you pronounce it, and confectioner's sugar. It's very easy to make. Takes about 3 to 5 minutes. What I like to do is make sure that the graham cracker ridges are on the inside and that this is exposed on the outside, so it just looks like a clean cookie or a cookie that you made in the oven. So what I do first is I go ahead and lay out these 2 pieces, kind of try to center it up. I just want to do an L just inside. Once I create an L, then I go ahead and create just 1, 2 right across here, and then I'll go ahead and set this up. Lay this one in, lay this one on top of that bead, and then I go ahead and press those 2 together in the corner. This royal icing is pretty gluey, it's pretty stiff, so it should just hold up pretty easily. Once I'm done with that, I go ahead and bead this side. Okay. Again, I want to make sure my ridges are on the inside, that nice flat piece is on the outside. Go ahead and stick that in there and give that a little bit of a push. Great. Now for the 4th side, same thing here. I just want to put in 2 little beads on the sides. I'll do one over here. And right in here, just a small bead. You don't have to go big, because what I do is I'll do another bead on the outside, which will really stiffen up the house. So once you get that in place, I like to give it like a press and a little bit of a wiggle to make sure that that frosting gets underneath, and just give it a good press. Alright, so that's all 4 walls. Once I'm done with all 4 walls, I just take the frosting and I just run a small bead all the way around the outside, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And kind of press into that corner a little bit. You press in that corner, you make sure you really get it in there. Great. So now we just put on the roofs. Roofs are pretty quick. Just a bead on every corner here. Sometimes that will run a little bit. Just push that back up. And this side here. Oops. That up. Okay. This side here. This side here. You don't need to do this section here because there's not going to be any contact. The contact is only on these angled parts. So once you go ahead and put that on, you can go ahead and lay your roof on top here. Okay. If you need to push in those little corners, you can. Clean that up. Same here. You want to get a nice little tight fit up top. And what I do for a final piece, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, is I leave just a little bit of space in between the roof. And then I just drop a nice big dollop right on top. Okay. Last thing I do is I just kind of check the sides. If there's any big gaps, I just kind of fill those in with frosting, just to make sure there's not a bunch of air. Gives it a little bit more contact. And that'll dry up nicely. This side looks pretty good, maybe just a little bit in here. Okay. All right, that's it. It takes about 4 minutes to assemble. I've already done 11. If you could turn the camera around, you can see this will be my 12th one. We will be decorating these for Christmas, and it's very easy, very cheap. I think I was able to buy all the materials for 12 houses, cost about maybe $15 to $20, including some candy to decorate. So have fun, happy holidays.